And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and towing to slab here, Paul Skeens. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
The wind and the pitch. Ripped on a line. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get guys on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ball one, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Runner takes off. Pulls that one foul. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Kicks and deals. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Donovan, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. Oh, the throw is wild.
Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Nolan Arenado. Golden opportunity right here. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. One down. Runners at second and third.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two on, 1 out. On the ground, right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. That one down the line. Base hit and a run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runner at first with two away. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. That's in there. And that's strike one.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And the 0-1. Late on that fastball. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Oh, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
This is Dylan Carlson. First pitch misses. The Cardinals trying to break this one open here in the second game of the series. Hit on the ground to the right side. Gonzalez takes it to the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Pirates coming up. Back here at PNC Park, getting the nod on the mound, Steven Matz. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. That one way outside. Now 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2.
It's a good take.
This one chopped up the middle. Over to Goldie. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Henry Davis.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
C.J. Cron stands in here, takes ball one low. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. One out, base is empty. Base hit, center field.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Brian Reynolds, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 0-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One out, base is empty. Here's O'Neal Cruz. There's a strike.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. Out to center. Edman in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. That one missed. Two outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side to first. That ends the inning. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go. Here's Mabry's Viloria. Viloria throws right, bats left. 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Left-hand batter waits. And now 2 balls and a strike. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Steven Matz now at the plate.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Right side. Crone makes the catch. 1 away. Tommy Edman at the plate. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And another ball.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Singled and scored his first time. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Righty to the plate. Stays alive. Here comes a pitch. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Called strike right there. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that's too high.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here is Henry Davis. The pitch. Slow roller to third. Arenado. And quickly one away in the second.
The center fielder.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swings through that. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Arenado to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran first baseman, Marco Gonzalez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And next is the Pirates pitcher, Paul Skeens.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
The pitch. Gonzalez off of first with 2 away. Two outs. On the ground, out to short. They get the force, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score remains 2-2. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Skeens back to work. Lifted in the air, right field. Cron takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fouled off. He was late. Tied up here in the early going. Strike on the outside corner. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Kyle Farmer next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the inning, down to third baseman, Brian Hayes. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch misses.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And a 1-1. And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things that...
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there, out of here. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 3-2. And here is C.J. Cron. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. And he deals. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appealed to first. And he went around, according to Darryl Parker. Misses off the plate, and a count 1-2. And a pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. Brian Reynolds here. He's already homered in this game.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Carlson makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
That's in there. And the count 1-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Next to hit, Liover Peguero. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. They take the force out. Inning over. Cannonball coming. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at PNC Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Dylan Carlson. And a pitch. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now up for St. Louis, Mabrice Viloria. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That clips the corner. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is upstairs. And it's 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Steven Matz waiting for a turn at the plate. And the righty deals. And he takes one right on the black. And now 3-2. Righty delivers. Lifted in the air out to left. And there's one away.
Now back, the pitcher, Matz.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steven Matz. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Carlson leads off first with one away. And a foul ball. One-two now. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. That smash towards center. Joe squeezes it, and there's two away.
The batter, the center fielder, Edwards.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for St. Louis, Tommy Edman. Outside. 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Line drive and a base hit. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. That to right. Crone has it sized up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail it 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Henry Davis.
Henry Davis.
As the lefty gets to work. And a strike in there. The 0-1. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way. And it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Two outs, base is empty. Marco Gonzalez will hit next. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the air to left center. Carlson makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Roansy Contreras, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Chapman also throwing. And a pitch. Fought off foul. And that just misses.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Line drive. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. Arenado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 33 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. The Cards trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. First pitch just misses. And here it comes. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Man at first, Kyle Farmer. Next up for the Cardinals. Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Goldie off of first with 2 away. And a good eye there. Up the middle. They get the force, and that is that. The Cards leave 1. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Stone Garrett.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
The lefty fires. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Andre Palante up and throwing. Thompson getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. On a line out towards center. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. He's already homered here in this one. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Runner on the go. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, right fielder,
C.J. Cron, the next Pirate to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Out in front and foul to the left side. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And a 1-2. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Brian Reynolds, the next to hit. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Two outs. Here's a strike. Here's the 0-2. Right side. Over to Goldie. That is the inning. Pirates lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Roansy Contreras.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, one-run game. Dylan Carlson digs in now.
Dylan Carlson.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In there at the knees for a strike. Bullpen action for the Pirates. James Karinchak loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. That clips the zone, and that's strike 2. swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Viloria, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball one, no strike.
And strike one to the catcher.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Viloria checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around. Ruled the swing. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one just misses, and that's ball three.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Right side, hard hit. Gonzalez steps on the bag. St. Louis goes down in order. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andre Palante.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And the pitch. On the ground, right side, and he grabs it in foul ground.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball. Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Giovanni Gallegos, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now back, the second baseman.
Leover Peguero now at the plate. Peguero having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. On the ground, 2 ball. Arenado tossed to second on to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Now the catcher up to hit, Henry Davis. Just missed. That one inside. 2-0.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. Gets him easily, ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tommy Edman. Contreras back to work. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, the second baseman.
Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Little chopper rolls foul. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first in time. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 3. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the 2nd game of the series. The pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1.
Ball 3.
Nolan Arenado in the St. Louis on deck circle. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Zach Thompson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, 1-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. Connor Joe. Here comes a pitch. And it's fouled away. The pitch. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike. The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Bednar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The pitch. Arenado at the plate now, and that's inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shepard, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Moretta, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Up and in, and now 2-0.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Paul Goldschmidt to bat next. Line, and that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Mason Wynn. No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. That's inside. And that is ball 1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Now move to first. And he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
At the belt and fires. Outside low. Down 2-0.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Next offering misses. And that's ball 3. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And he lays one down the left side. Slings to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Dylan Carlson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-3.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, J.D. Davis. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Right down the chute, 0-1. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That one lifted to left. Reynolds sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece. Now into the ball game on defense, Mason Wynn. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Giovanni Gallegos on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Nick Senzel. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. So coming into the game now on defense, Ivan Herrera. He takes over behind the plate. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And he deals. And a big swing and a miss. Movement to the bullpen for the Cardinals. Andrew Kittredge getting ready to go. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty to the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Slider misses outside. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fly ball down the line. Nootbaar makes the grab on the run.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Crone at the plate now. That's ball one. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And there's a ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Just off the inside edge. Brian Reynolds waits on deck for Pittsburgh. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
We got a full count. 3-2.
One down, base is empty, and that's ball 4. So up next, Brian Reynolds.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
He was late there, strike one.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And a pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Swung on, belted. Edman ranging back. And he goes airborne to make the catch.
Wow, that was clutch. Huge situation and an incredibly tough play. I thought it was going to drop for sure, but he makes what might be the play of the game. That was absolutely amazing.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. Good eye right there. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Kicks and fires. And another ball. At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Liover Peguero hitting on deck circle. 3-1 is on the way. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That one's in there. 0-1. Crone, the lead runner at second. Cruz at first, 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
In the air out towards right center. It falls in, and that's a hit. In comes the run from second. It's 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Andrew Kittredge comes on now.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Edman in position. Corrals it. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up here for the Cards. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shepard. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Now it's Nick Senzel taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And the right-hander deals. That one outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Now 1-1. Here's a high chopper. Peguero throws to first, and they're down to their last out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever...
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
here now is our final line for tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thanks for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.